Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today on a Friday with the box. I need to make a box for my mom's Mother's Day gift, one of them. And so I figured I would do that process with you. So I bought her these super cute bracelets to go on her medical ID. My mom's diabetic, and so she has the little ID bracelet, and you can change out the bracelet part, so it's kind of fashionable. Although that was super fun. And I found these from Amazon. They are nickel free. For those of us who are allergic to nickel, it's hard to find cute bracelets and stuff that are nickel free. So these are certified nickel free. So there you go. So I'm going to do a lidded box. What did I just do with my book? So we need the yellow book. I'm probably gonna, I'm not gonna do a hinge because I'm doing two different papers. I found this in my stash, Photo Scraps Coffee Lovers Collection. I got that at Expo in Chantilly, the Stamp and Scrap Expo a couple years ago. I don't know if it's still a thing or not. And then I found these that were gifted to me a while ago. They're probably no longer available, but they're from Hobby Lobby. But I don't know how long I've had these, but they're little coffee cup tags. So I kind of want to use that. Because my mom, she actually drinks coffee. I like the idea of coffee, and I buy a lot of Starbucks stuff. I just don't drink a lot of coffee. I drink tea. But my mom drinks loads of coffee. At least 4 or 5 cups a day. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off that tag thing. Where's my ruler? I was not prepared. I was not going to do this on camera. Then I figured, why not? Alright, so let's measure the biggest one, which it is 4 by 5. So I'm going to do it because it's slightly over. Let's see. Where's my book? So I want my up and down to be 5 1/4. I do know that. Okay. So her last box was by 5 1/4. And 4. Let's just do it by 4 1/4. And let's do it by, let's just do it by 1. So pretty much the same, almost the same as the last box we did, but it's going to be just a little bit narrower from left to right, because that's going to be my 4 1/4. My up and down is going to be 5 1/4. And then my sides are going to be 1 inch thick. Okay. So cardstock, I need, let's measure our left to right. Oops. So 4, 5, 6 1/4 by our up and down, which is this one, and this one, 5, 6, 7 1/4. There we go. And scored on all 4 sides at 1. And then my lid is going to be the same exact measurement, but just a tiny smidge bit more, like not even a tick mark, a tiny little piece of a centimeter. One little tiny tick mark bigger than those measurements. All right, paper trimmer, 6 1/4 by 7 1/4. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff on my desk. Like I said, I was not prepared to do this right now. All right, so 6 1/4 by 7 1/4. Scored at 1 on all 4 sides. So one, rotate, one, rotate, one, rotate, and one. Okay. And then the paper I'm gonna use. Let's see which one I want. Where's those tags? This is why you shouldn't craft with everything on your desk, because you lose everything immediately. Does that match? That matches. All right. I really like this page. Ooh, it's kind of thin though. That's all right. Okay, so that's the page I'm going to use. Let me just double check. Coffee. It's pumpkin spice. There are some cut aparts. You can cut whatever size you want. Oh, there's two different kinds in here. Okay, fine. I know I can hear you guys saying, just show us the collection. Fine. Here's a page that I'm probably going to use. Here's this cut aparts. Excuse me. More cut aparts. Okay. And then beans. Beans. And it's single-sided. Like a fancy coffee with cinnamon and anise. Another fancy coffee. Coffee cups. This one that just says coffee. And it has a little coffee thing on the bottom. This one, I'm sure you can get this digital that has a Starbucks. That one, and then the cover. Cover has this on the back. But it's photo scraps. Here's their QR code. So just take your phone and scan it. Okay, photo scraps. Again, I don't know if they're still in business or not, because I've had this for years. So there you go. Okay. So let me get my paper back, because y'all are so needy. I just know what I would have been showing. And I need it to be 6 1/4 by 7 1/4. Yep, 6 1/4 by 7 1/4 and 1 tick mark. So 1 little tick mark over. But first, before I cut this one, I'm going to cut this white off just to... Okay. Alright, so here's my 7 1/4, and then here is 1 little tick mark over. So it is not the 8, it's not 7 3/8, it's before that. It is like the 16th inch. So 7 1/4 and a 16th inch. 1 tiny tick mark for both. So 6 1/4 and a tick mark, 7 1/4 and a tick mark. Just a tiny extra space. And then scored at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Okay. Alright, so back to our base. And we're going to cut up that score line. Miter. Miter. Cut off the bulk. Score line. Miter. miter, miter, and bulk. Rotate it and do the same thing to the opposite end. Rotate. Cut, miter, miter, and bulk. Score line, miter, miter, bulk. And we might as well do the same one here. Score line, miter, miter, bulk. Score line, miter, miter, bulk. Okay, and if some of you have noticed, I did the long side on the base and now I'm cutting the short side on the top. It doesn't matter. That's just what I do. You can, just as long as you make 4 tabs, it does not matter what order. It doesn't matter if you do it on the long side or the short side. What matters is you do the same to the top and the bottom. Okay, so score line, miter, miter, bulk. I can't see this one. Score line, miter, miter, bulk. Okay. And I'm going to put some like shreddies and whatnot in here. Alright. So now we have to varnish it. This is what makes our box beautiful. Get these edges edgy, nice and crisp. Okay. Alright, glue. I folded my tabs in. I'm going to glue them. You can do 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 3 at a time, or all 4. And I'm just going to line up my edge to my seam to make sure it's lined up beautifully. Okay. And then here we go. And here we go. So I'm just gluing my other 2 tabs in case I'm not in frame. And I'm going to line that up. And I'm going to line that up. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to put these in here to make sure. I didn't measure. Whoa, okay. My computer just yelled at me. Apparently I didn't measure that good enough, but it's fine. Okay. There we go. Alright, now my lid, same thing. Let's get our bone folder. And let's go. Okay, I'm just creasing these lines. That's all I'm doing. All right, 1 second. Okay, so just lift up your, fold up your flaps, put your glue on there. Okay. And then just line up your edges. Okay. And then do the same for your last 2 tabs. Okay, so glue on your tabs and here we go. Okay, so our box is done. So you just want to make sure it fits. Oh, my glue's not dry yet. Let me let that dry a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. But I think I want to put one of these little cut aparts on there. Let's see. Sometimes I like coffee more than I like people. Facts. I don't have a problem with caffeine. I have a problem without caffeine. I'm holding a cup of coffee, so yeah, I'm pretty busy. Those are funny. So I'm going to pick one of these to put on there. Okay, so I'm just packaging it up. I just got some tissue paper that I think I just put in backwards. I did. Just kind of want to make it look really nice. Okay, put that in there. Okay, put some junk on top. Your shreddies, whatever. I save all these that people put in swaps. I call it junk. Here we go. Looks like a birthday party. Some junk in there. Just to kind of make it look a little prettier than just white. What do you call that stuff? Tissue paper. Okay. I wish I had some brown, but I don't. That's okay. A fiesta. Okay, now my lid, which is only a teensy bit bigger. That's 1/16 of an inch. Okay. There we go. And then my topper, which I think I'm going to do like this, and I'm going to put this on top. I think I'm going to do it like that. Yep. Quick decisions, quick decisions. So what I'm going to do is layer it up. I use a lot of foam tape just because I think I need it. Sometimes I don't. Your preference. Some people will just do one piece. Some people will outline the whole thing. Some people will do several pieces. Okay, so I kind of want it to look like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and line my cup because I want that to be popped up too. I could do some ribbon and stuff, but my mom's not really a ribbon person, and neither am I. So probably won't add any ribbon or seam binding or anything like that. Now what I want to do is keep the foam tape away from where there's already foam tape, or else it's going to add an extra layer to this. I don't want it to be bulky. I want it to be dimensional, but not bulky. I do want a little skinny piece for my straw. Oops. I am using the Teflon scissors, so that way it's easy to pull off. Like the sticky is easy to get off. All right, so we are almost done with the whole thing. Okay, and there we go. I think that looks super duper cute. I love it. For those of you who are flower girls, you could add your flowers here. You can add your whatever you want to add. But we're clean. Me and my mom are clean and simple, so I'm just going to kind of leave it like this. I might put her name here or something like that. But there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.